Hi,
There he is.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Do I look beautiful?
Thanks,
Oh, okay, don't answer that. No, don't answer that.
This time I'd like to call the September 21st, 2023 regular meeting of the Common Council order now 5:04 p.m. Please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
of the United States of
and
America,
one
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
Mayor Rosenfeld.
Here.
Counselor Bond. Here. Counselor Kelly.
Here,
Counselor Gibbs. Here. Counselor Talon. Here. Counselor Bob. Here. Counselor Moore.
Here.
All councilors have received a copy of the minutes of the September 7th, 2023 regular meeting. If there are no additions, deletions, or corrections, I'll now entertain a motion to accept the minutes as presented. Once from Councilor Bob, second. Councilor Gibbs, any changes, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
aye,
Thank you, Sherry. Managed for that timing. I'll now recognize those in the audience who wish to share their thoughts and concerns with the council on any topic. Please come to the podium to be acknowledged. When called upon, and do ask that you please state your legal name and address for the record. Sorry, you said after? If you would.
Okay. Jim Young, live at 27 Main Road here in Plattsburgh. I am representative at Adirondack North Country Gender Alliance, and I'm here on behalf of the messenger to say thank you very much for being the Pride Parade, and hope to see everybody there. Though I do have one thing. And this is just out of curiosity. When are you guys going to finish taking care of Maine, Maryland, and Massachusetts?
Get back to you.
Okay.
Thank you. There you go. Oh, here you go. Hi, how you doing? Pretty good. Thank you. There you go. You did it.
My name is Sean Vogel, I live at 60 Powder Drive, which is South East Gate. So I'm hoping this is the right spot to do this, I'm not really sure, I've just recommended this. So I stand before you as a proud lifelong resident of our beautiful city of Plattsburgh. Today I come to you with a proposal that has potential to elevate the aesthetic charm of our town, and I believe the spirits of our community members. Cornelia Street, which is one of the most diverse streets in our area, full potential for dramatic transformation, specifically between the structure of Stewart's and Texas Roadhouse, which I believe is when the town starts. I'm not actually sure that's goal. The essence of my proposition is to beautify this portion of the street by planting its trees and adding to its greenery. I did bring this up to this town as well, because I know they have most of Cornelia Street, but I also like between Stewart's and Texas Roadhouse to be included. I believe that such an initiative would significantly improve the visual appeal and ambient quality of our area. It's well known that people from all over the country have traveled to places like Vermont, including Burlington, for leaf peeping. Many also visit the Adirondacks in their classes, but unfortunately do come directly to Plattsburgh for this experience. I genuinely believe enhancing Cornelia Street is significantly part of our town to reflect the picturesque charm of our Vermont town, the monumental factor of bolstering tourism in the long run. This goes beyond just being private locals. It's about fostering an vibrant atmosphere, and attracts visitors near and far, benefiting our local economy and cultural traditions. This enhancement, this part of Cornelia Street can serve as an embodiment of the picturesque beauty of our region is renowned for us, especially during the fall season. Our college campus stands as a testament. I go to school in Plattsburgh. to the impact of Washington area trees, creating serene, visually appealing environments. I'm confident that replicating such an environment from Cornelia Street can lead to similar positive outcomes. I had numerous conversations for the last 10 years of my life with fellow residents and regarding this idea, and the consensus has been overwhelmingly supportive. I've yet to find a single person who disagrees. There's a collective desire to see our town reach its full potential in terms of aesthetic appeal, that needs to create space that resonates with people for natural surroundings. I spoke with the town, I said this as well. Michael Cashin, I spoke with, they're all right. I think he gave me a plan that they're already kind of planning on doing this. But obviously that stops where the city starts. So I'm just happy about that. But I urge the council members to consider this proposal seriously. Let's work together to make this flood and Plattsburgh a vegan and natural beauty and good experience. Take the time consideration. And really, what this is like what I'm talking about, like you see it like movies, and if you look up pictures of Vermont and the Adirondacks, they're it's beautiful seeing trees waiting in fall along streets. And I think Cornelia Street is kind of questionable, just never trees at all really. And a lot of other places in Plattsburgh are a lot of trees. It's kind of frustrating when I go out to when I'm up to town to see no trees at all. A beautiful area. So,
Anybody else speak to council on any topic? The frequent flyer, Mr. Brody, and thank you, Mayor. We know you are. We know where you live. Welcome back.
Some I don't know, pride or stamp.
Pride?
Something, some pride.
I don't know, that makes it very, here, sure, thank you for being involved. Thank you for being involved.
Thank you.
Thank you for the tickets. You're welcome. You're welcome.
On my part of the property. Well, that's the next story. First of all, I want to say, I was dealing with Officer Bishop and Noel the last couple of weeks, and they're a great credit to the Plattsburgh Police Department. They're both fine officers and they're great people and they're good officers, and just give them credit where they deserve it. They're great guys. Second, I started off when the construction started talking about the contractor. I was saying how the contractor was kind of like Boy Scouts. Well, last week, they were moving one of those big cement and metal things down the road. And also the guy gets out of his truck or his tractor, jumps down and says, "Great, he hit my truck or something, right?" Puts my gas cap into the truck. So I don't know if Noel or anybody from the contractors here, but I just want to say kudos to the contractors. They've done a great job, really caring and doing a diligent job and doing great. And the city got it right, so I picked them up. And I think they did a great job. Last, I want to thank the city and the council for considering these emergency loan through the community development office. And that the downtown businesses will really appreciate it, and they nice to see that the community councilors are taking that into consideration and doing it. Might want to add an extra hand to the community development office because they're going to be very busy, I have a feeling. And since everybody's being considerate and thinking of the downtown businesses, I thought this would be a good time to remind you that I brought a petition from every single business on Derby Street, asking for maybe 2 parking spots per business. That'd be 14 parking spots for curbside parking. Every business in the city of Plattsburgh on Cornelia, Colgan, all the streets except for Derby Street has convenient off-street parking. The Derby Street businesses do not. I think that would solve a lot of problems all the way around. If at least 6 to 7 spots from every single business owner on the street, except for Glen Falls National Bank, signed a petition that I brought into you. They gathered over 150, 175 names of people that would be in favor of that. The non-parking fee or the parking fee in the Derby Street parking lot has hindered growth and development for those businesses. One, the game store did not expand their hours because of it. 2, the barber shop. You know, who wants to pay $1.75 more to get in to get a haircut, and then all of a sudden they don't make their tips that day. The bank has paid for their own. The healthcare facility on the corner, many of their patrons have all they can do just to afford to come into it, let alone getting the needs they have. And of course, the hair salon also has lost tips and such because people have to pay for parking. An hour, maybe two spots per business would solve all those hardships for those businesses and keep growing. And I thought this was a good time to remind you about that because of how caring you are and how great you're looking forward to helping all the businesses. And I want to thank you for all that. And of course, my last day, the special assessment district, we set of property taxes. Growth and development. Lower your property taxes for every single taxpayer in the city of Placer between 30 to 50%. At least, if the board's not willing to make the decision, let's put it on the ballot. And let the people have a voice and whether they would like to pursue it. It's not much. I spoke to the council, they're worried about some of the tax code people. We're here to do, or you're here to do what's right for everybody, just not a select few. Thank you for your time. Nice seeing you.
Picture. Anybody else would like to speak on the council, to the council in that? Seeing none, we'll now move on to liaison reports or to committee reports. Every councilor chairs a standing committee. And I'll now call upon that chairperson of each committee, starting with the operations council.
Well, we've got we have items on the agenda tonight, items 7.1860 and 7.188 are on the agenda tonight, and our next meeting will be Tuesday, October 10th at 5.
Thank you, Councilor. Finance and Community Development, items 7.189 through 7.194 on the agenda for tonight. Next meeting is October 12th at 5 p.m. City Infrastructure, Councilor Kelly.
No updates, Mayor.
Thank you. Public Safety, Councilor Bob.
A couple items on the agenda tonight, and our next meeting is October 16th at 5 p.m. At that time, we're going to definitely be discussing some issues related to public safety, specifically pedestrian traffic, bicycling safety. So if that's important to people, please come out and participate.
Thank you, Councilor. We'll now move on to liaison reports, Placer Public Library, Councilor.
Well, I don't have anything new at the moment, but our next meeting is next week, Tuesday, the 26th at Public Library, and I'll have something to report on that in the next meeting.
Thanks, sir. MLD Board President, Councilor Gibbs.
No updates.
Climate Smart Task Force Liaisons Gibbs and or liaison now.
So the meeting was canceled, so we don't really have any updates in over summertime. The task force was basically taking a small break, so I don't have any updates this time.
Thank you, Councilor Kelly.
I think we're gonna have a meeting next time. Like that.
Thank you, Mr. Schnell, any staff member reports? There are no committee reports. I'll now report on the payrolls of the various city departments of the city of Plattsburgh approved by the Common Council for the week ending September 20th, 2023, in the amount of $692,699.75. On that, I'll also report on the bills audited by the Common Council for the week ending September 15th, 2023, in the amount of $1,900,104.34. And September 22nd, 2023, in the amount of $1,366,331.75. Before voting on the following resolutions, I'll note that the majority of these resolutions have been thoroughly discussed by the appropriate committees and department heads, and we're not taking action on the items in large part due to the recommendation of those folks. Ms. Carlin, will you please read the titles of the resolutions we acted on?
Item 7.184 is withdrawn. Item 7.185, mayoral appointment, Board of Inspection review.
Motion, Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Bob. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries.
Item 7.186, approval of street closures for 2023 Adirondack Pride Parade on Saturday, September 30th from approximately 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Motion by Councilor Talon, second by Councilor Bob. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
Item 7.187, approval of street closures for 2023 PHS Homecoming Parade on Saturday, October 21st, 2023 from approximately 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Motion by Councilor Talon, second by Councilor Gibbs. Discussion.
So am I correct in reading the document? There will be no cost, no charge for the city, school district?
Correct. PD, it's mostly because it's on the it's mostly because it's on the city property. So city's covering the cost of public safety, and I think we have one patrol officer that's kind of maintaining that relationship.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I just had one question. I know there was some discussion about which routes they were gonna take it.
Sure. They-
What was the final?
Yeah, so they submitted two different routes. We replied back to this is the process, this is the cost, this is the scope of both routes that you selected. Gave them those options. They chose this route. This is the route that they're taking. It's from Myers to Ruger and then on to Jordan. Yes, thank you. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Carried.
Item 7.188, authorized contract website hosting with Clinton County.
Motion, Counselor Bob, second by Counselor Talon, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Vaughn,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs,
Yes.
Counselor Talon.
Yes.
Counselor Bob,
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
Yes,
Carried.
Item 7.189, authorized bond issuance to pay for part of the cost of the reconstruction and replacement of roof and stairs at City Hall.
Motion, Counselor Bob, second. Counselor Vaughn, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Vaughn,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs,
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor Bob.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.190, authorized bond issuance to pay for the cost of water system improvement.
Motion by Counselor Bob, second. Counselor Moore, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Vaughn,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs,
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor Bob,
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.191, approval of artwork display renewal for Betty Little Art Park.
Motion by Counselor Talon, second by Counselor Gibbs, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Vaughn,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs,
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor Bob,
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.192, authorized supplemental services agreement for final design and project management of City Hall front staircase and basement repairs.
Motion by Counselor Gibbs, second by Counselor Bob, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Vaughn,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs,
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor Bob.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.193, approval of impacted businesses revolving loan fund.
Motion by Counselor Talon, second by Counselor Bob, discussion. I would, certainly, we're coming up to the end of our project on Margaret Street. I want to thank, certainly want to thank the businesses for all of their patience and understanding and frustration. I appreciate them for that too. I also want to give a shout out to our senior planner, Alicia, and Courtney, the community engagement coordinator, who helped put a lot of this information together, helped design the program, and Matt as well, who helped put forth the design of this program. A lot of the reason why it's designed the way it is from that community engagement, is from that level of going out door to door on several occasions, knocking on doors and getting information from the businesses, quantifiable information on how we could help those folks that needed the most help. So I appreciate that work that's been done. I appreciate the feedback from the businesses and looking forward to providing some level of support that we have found to be viable. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Counselor Vaughn,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs,
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor Bob.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.194, authorized KS services agreement for renovation asbestos inspection of city park improvement.
Motion, Counselor Bob, second. Counselor Talon, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Vaughn,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs,
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor Bob,
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.195, authorizing mayor to sign a revised professional services agreement, Clinton County Mental Health and Plattsburgh City Police Department.
Motion by Counselor Bob, second by Counselor Talon, discussion. Just as a reminder to folks, this is an agreement that we had signed previously. There was some adjustments made to the reimbursed cost, revised compensation amounts and the dates. For those revised for that agreement. This is just a reconfirmation of those changes to the original contract that was passed by this council. Roll call.
Counselor Vaughn,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs,
Yes.
Counselor Talon.
Yes.
Counselor Bob.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.196, authorized travel request, police department.
Motion by Counselor Bob, second. Counselor Bond, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Bond,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibb,
Yes.
Counselor Talon.
Yes.
Counselor Bob,
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
Yes,
Carried.
Item 7.197, authorized street closure Canadian Pacific Railway.
Motion by Counselor Bob, second. Counselor Moore, discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah. May I please, sorry, so this is a new item that was added to the agenda this week. The reason why is because it did not come to committee. The railway wants to do work on their railroad and the apron leading up to the rail line on Riley. And it's going to close Riley between that Margaret Street, the Miller Street intersection to, I don't know what street that weird street is that ends and turns, whichever, it's like right next to the road. I don't know. That's horrible.
We
No, it's not we too. Is it the word? No, it's,
On that end of that.
yeah, it's the one in there.
But yeah.
Who is it? Who is it? Yeah, so everybody knows, but it's a closure between
Yeah.
that turn, where Riley just passes the where Riley just passes the railroad track to the intersection. They are doing work on their crossing to make it smoother. The impacted businesses and residents in that area have been informed, and they know and are aware of it. It should take about a week, I think that they said, Monday, next, so the second through the sixth. And then also, I believe that we're also doing some work in conjunction with making sure that that transition is smooth, where it is paved over. And that's part of city property.
Because I have actually had a relatively recent concern about this area, so I'm glad to see there's gonna be work done on it.
Yeah.
almost had a wreck with the baby buggy on that spot.
Yeah.
It is really bad shape.
Yeah. So appreciate it. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Counselor Bond,
Yes.
Counselor Kelly,
Yes.
Counselor Gibb,
Yes.
Counselor Talon.
Yes.
Counselor Bob,
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
Yes,
Carried. Now, there is no need to go into executive session. Is there any new business that come before this council?
I just wanted to say, go briefly about, what, Jamie spoke about earlier. The Pride Parade is going to be on Saturday, the 30th, starting at 12 o'clock, starting from the Red Cave building on St. Plattsburgh. So, and then we will have a nice celebration in Trinity Park, and we hope that a lot of you can attend, because it's gonna be a really fun day.
Last year was the biggest one yet, so hopefully we can beat that.
Getting bigger all the time.
You're gonna be the MC anyway, so.
Oh.
And just for my,
Oh, it's September 30th, Saturday. Starts at 12.
Yeah, we were pretty bad between the flyers out this year.
Start spreading the word.
great, thanks, folks. Any other new business? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Motion by Councilor Bob, second by Councilor Bob. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Bye.